Well, I will try to keep it together as we have a large amount of remake news, as well as a new image from It, which is a remake.
And if he didn't have a big enough head already, you're never going to believe what Dario Argento said. So stay tuned in this edition of Horrifying News. In extremely depressing horror news, 2 movies have gotten pulled from release with no date. Sucks. The first one, which was really interesting, is called The Black Coat's Daughter. It had an original release date of September 30th. However, it was pushed back to 2017, but no date.
Yes.
The crazy thing to, I guess, us is, you know, if you saw our video on the Miami Popcorn Frights Film Festival, they showed that there on one of the first nights.
Yes.
And when we went down there and were chatting with everyone, it was so popular. Not only did it sell out, they turned people away at the door because they could not fit anybody else in the theater. And they did an encore show of it. That's how crazy popular it was. So to find out that the release was pulled, why? People are going crazy over this movie. Why?
Clearly there's an interest level, and there's an interest level as well in their second movie that's been pulled, and that's Mike Flanagan's Before I Wake, which is doubly odd in the capacity that it was scheduled to release on September 9th, just a couple of weeks from now.
That's in 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yes, and to top it all off, Mike Flanagan took to social media to express his confusion as to why it was being pulled, and no future release date either on that film.
Horror matters. Stop pulling movies. We want to see them. We're excited.
Hey studios, try support horror.
One of my favorite things in the entire world is Halloween Horror Nights. Yes. The most recent news with that is they're actually bringing aboard American Horror Story.
Oh, nice.
Which I believe is actually the first time they've brought this on. I don't remember it being there any other year.
No.
What's interesting is they're doing 3 different seasons. Now, I don't know if they're doing them in separate houses or you go through one house and go through the different seasons.
Maze, yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
But Murder House, Freak Show, and Hotel. So actually really good choices in the seasons, I think, for Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah.
Probably maybe in bad for me news is they are doing a virtual reality maze. Sounds awesome. I will be violently ill, so I'm going to skip that one this year.
I second that. I'll be violently ill right there as well. Well, I said we would talk remakes, and so it's come to that time. Oh, God. So we start the ball rolling with Max Landis, John Landis' son, teased through a tweet, nothing official yet, that he was actually in the process of working on a remake of his father's movie, An American Werewolf in London.
Would totally watch that.
Totally would not watch that. Max, go do something else, please. I'm begging you.
What the f? It was so good. I'd love to see what they do with it nowadays.
Okay, then watch the original.
I have.
There you go.
In other remake news, and you'll never hear me say this again, but it is one I disagree with.
Yay,
Probably
we agree.
the first and only.
No, not only, but go ahead.
Very oddly, the TV station CW has picked up The Lost Boys. What? Why? Excuse me? The CW is doing Lost Boys?
Oh.
Apparently, since Vampire Diaries is ending, which we all know people who like Lost Boys watch Vampire Diaries.
Of course.
They have now won the rights to that and will be envisioning a 7-season TV show taking place in a different decade.
It doesn't last one. Go.
Yeah, no, let's just pretend that, no.
I'm so glad that you finally come around to my way of thinking.
On one thing.
So from here on out, we can accept that Lexus is against remakes just like I am.
For Lost Boys, leave them in the 80s. They look great.
Everything. Speaking of leaving things in the 80s in that case, a full body image of Pennywise in the awful, dreaded It remake has been released.
I think it was in the 90s.
It was written in the 80s.
Okay.
So take that. Or 70s. Who knows? Who cares? The point is, it shouldn't be remade.
No.
A full body image has been released. It looks like Pennywise is transitioning, for Christ's sakes. It's ridiculous. Will you guys please just stop?
And if you follow us on Twitter, you probably have seen my reactions to that already, which are not positive either.
Yes.
Shakespeare Pennywise. Come on, what's happening?
Again, she agrees with me. I'm telling you, she's coming around in the way that's smart. Bad. Remakes. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Now for the best news that I've heard in a very, very long time. Utter and total complete vindication for my position on remakes and the recently acquired position of Lexus here. The master himself, Dario Argento, was asked about a remake of his seminal classic Suspiria, and I have a direct quote of what he said. I want to read it word for word so that nothing is missed.
I'm waiting.
All right, here it is. Dario Argento eloquently stated, "I do think it would be better if it wasn't remade." That's it. That's all that needs to be said. From the man himself, no remakes, no more.
Well, it looks like Dante agrees with one other person in the entire world.
Did you say 1 million other people?
No, just one.
No,
just Dario.
Okay, I agree with Dario Argento. Wow, I thought all this remake talk was going to be a nightmare, but then Lexus came around and agreed with me. Remakes are bad, so it's all good. So please let us know in the comment section below how much you hate remakes as well.
We didn't know. I didn't come around at all. I don't know what he's talking about. Actually, if you follow us on all of our social media, which I'm usually on, you can see my to-the-minute thought. What?
No, go ahead.
To-the-minute thoughts on exactly what I think. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see updates on all of the news in the horror world.
Okay, now, you did agree remakes are bad. You did.
On one thing.
No, you said remakes are bad.
One thing.
Nobody likes remakes.
I like remakes.
No one likes remakes.
A lot of people do. That's why they say them.
Remakes are bad.